Anyway.
I finished Homestuck.
Crab finished Homestuck. It was a
Yay.
long coming. Anyways, so we're gonna just talk about stuff today. We're not gonna do fanfic reading,
No.
and stuff like that. But that's okay. We're just gonna
It's so
do
fun.
whatever. Yeah. So let's talk about the ending of Homestuck. What'd you think?
I was in not shock, but I was like very I don't know how to put it, like I don't know how to describe it. It starts with an S though. Surreal? Yeah,
Yeah. Surreal feeling.
very surreal. It was like when he spoiler alert, when John hugged his quote unquote dad, who's Kenneth
Oh,
Jane's
don't
dad,
do
it
that to
was
me,
like,
bro. That
oh,
that is my
I'm doing
Tumblr
it to you.
banner. I have that as my
I
Tumblr banner.
know. It's amazing.
It's not even. It's like weird because it's like obviously it's not his dad. That's
Yeah,
technically
but
like
it's
it.
kind of his
It's
dad.
kind. Yeah, it's
It's kind
his.
of technically his grandchild.
No, it's not his. Well, not his grandchild. It's well, kinda. It's like his
Yeah,
adopted
because
grandson. Well, no, adopted
you
son.
is it?
Because like dad for Jane, that's still dad, and then Jane had a grandpapa,
Oh,
which was John.
yeah. So,
So
and
that's that
John's the grandfather.
grandfather. I hate a Homestuck, but I love it at the same time. Anyways, this is so. Anything else you like? What do you think of Caliborn? I actually really want to bring this up because a lot of people
Alborn.
they think that there's been stuff going
He's
around about that.
what about him?
People are doing weird stuff with his character. Essentially, that's all. That's what I'll just put it to.
I don't know. He was a character.
He
I
was.
thought he was like annoying but funny. You know?
What did you think of the part where Caliburn was like, "Dirk, human, draw your friends like doing stuff." What do you think of
I
that?
thought that was really funny
I thought that was
because it
hilarious.
also confirmed that Dirk is a not safe for work artist, and I think that's super
Not
funny.
safe for. I want a commission from Dirk Strider himself.
I need a commission from Dirk
You know
Strider.
what? The Striders are all artistic. Like, I mean, besides Roxy, like I don't know what
Hmm.
Roxy really does, but like Rose,
He does the programming. That could be a considered
that
form
is
of art.
that is true. That you're right. Okay, wait, hold up. All like the Strelons or Strylons or whatever, they all have
Also,
some
well,
sort of.
no, doesn't Roxy writes kind of when she was drunk? She would write.
I think you're right. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember her talking about that.
Well,
And I need the
so
commission.
let's put it into retrospect. Rose writes fan fiction and she knits. Like she has and she has a lot of talent, but like she has like a lot of artistic talent, like writing and
Yeah,
like stuff like that. And then you have Dirk and Dave. They both draw.
yeah.
And then we have Roxy. Roxy's Roxy. I will literally die for
She writes, but
Roxy.
she also programs. So,
I feel like
yeah.
I don't know if Roxy also knits. Like I don't remember her mentioning that.
I don't remember her ever saying she knitted, but
Yeah, I don't remember.
I I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so. Yeah. Um, but yeah,
I
there's
spilt water.
so
Spilt water.
water. Um,
Water.
so other than
It's
like
okay.
John seeing his dad, do you like anything else about the ending?
I really liked the part where John goes up to Terezi. First off, I really like Terezi's like her thing where she goes fix this and then she falls and she dies. Like I
Yeah,
love that so
fix
much.
this. Face plants on the
And then she
floor.
dies. Like it's so dramatic and I love it. But I also like when John goes to talk to the new time, like the new
Like
main
the
timeline,
yeah,
Terezi,
like in the
and he and
past, like to fix
yeah,
it.
where he fixes it basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes up to her and he's just like, "Hey, were you fucking with me with like the thing with like the
Oh yeah,
plushie
yeah, yeah.
shit?" And she's like, "I was 100% fucking with you." Like I love that.
I was 100% fucking with you, but it worked. So
It did. So if it works, it
it
works.
worked.
Am I
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say if it works, it works. Like nobody's stopping you. I really like that too. I also really liked it when I think I don't know. I think it was like I don't know if it was after or before. I can't remember. I think it was after because John had retconned and it was just like him and Roxy, and they had like that really somber moment where Roxy had like the katana in the ground with like her bandana, like her face that covered like her eyes, like the mask that she wore, like tied
Yeah.
to it. Like, oh, my heart was. It's like where they buried Rose, I think, and they put the katana there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They
God,
they
that
buried
made me
him.
so fucking
And it
sad.
was in the same. I don't know if this. I don't know if it was, but I assumed that it was in like the same place that Bro died.
Oh my God, that'd be
So
so
it was like
sad.
really sad. You know, one part that I hated
What?
where Jade and Jane go back to Callie, whatever her name was, Kara's cycle, and like they make
Caracycle.
trolsonas. They made
Oh, the
trolsonas. I
troll
thought that was.
sodas.
I hated that part. I like. There was nothing bad about it. It was just like so. Like, why am I getting broken up over Terezi, and then we're stopping for this?
Yeah, it
Like
was
the
a lot
part
of back and
where.
forth.
Yeah, like the part where Caliborn meets, or no, not Caliborn. I forget her name. Caracycle.
Calliope, Callie.
Yeah, I've been calling her Callie. Where Callie goes up to like the other timeline Callie, where she actually
Oh,
wins the
the
fight
alt
against her
Callie or
brother.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, like I liked that scene where she was like, "You were just a message, bye." Like I liked that, but the Trollsona stuff, I was like, okay,
They're like, let's have some fun while we're knocked out. Oh
yeah,
God, and then the entire like thing like where Jade was like, I'm not dead, I'm sleeping. Like,
like what?
you're like, okay, Jade, thanks. And then
Alright,
they both realize that they are like knocked out because like at that time, Jane, she was knocked out in the Crocker form thing, like on the meteor, and then
yeah,
Jade was also asleep because I think she got knocked out when she was Grimbark, like that's what they called it. Instead of Grimdark, they called it
yeah,
Grimbark. And
I
yeah,
think so.
it was. I really
That
like
was
Grimbark Jade. Like I really love that
I
design of
really
her.
yeah. I really liked Grimdark Jane. Yeah.
No,
Like
not
I really liked
there
her.
wasn't
But
a Grimdark
not
Jane.
Grimdark, she was like red,
Yeah, yeah, that's the Crocker Jane. Yeah,
Yeah, she was Crocker. She was
where she had like
crockified.
where she had like the
The
Crocker
tiara?
tiara.
I thought
Yeah.
they were giant. I thought originally that they were giant unibrows. And I thought that until Jane said, "Oh, I gotta get my tiara," and I was like, "That's a tiara?"
It's I imagine it's like the Sailor Moon kind of tiara things.
Well, yeah, I think that's what they were going for, but I always thought it was like a unibrow, which is
Yeah,
nothing
it's
against
funny.
that, but like I thought it was.
That's so funny. It's just like Jane looks like an angry bird.
Yeah, I thought that. I was like, "What?"
That's so funny. You know, people said that like wait, people said that Eridan went grimdark when like when he started murdering people. Like
Uh, is he? Did he?
I don't know. Like because it was like because I never thought that he went grimdark, but people are saying like he went grimdark. Like
I don't know about that one.
yeah, I don't know. It was
Did
really
he?
weird.
It's kind of hard to like say, because I don't remember if he did or not. What page was it? That was like
That was
5,000, right?
I don't remember. It's when he was on the meteor and then he like killed
I
Fefri
remember.
and he
I
killed like
remember that
everybody.
being around like 5,000 because it was a long time
Yeah, I
ago.
just looked it
Oh
up.
wait, no,
People are saying
it
yes
might have
and
been three
no.
thousand. It might have been 3,000 now that I think about it.
Yeah, people are saying yes
Uh,
and no. It just people are saying like or well this person's saying that it was just him exerting his power. He didn't really go grimdark. It was just like something that he did like in a bad state of time, but it wasn't like
mhm.
grimdark. Like Rose's grimdark, like that was grimdark. Jade's grimdark, that was
Yeah,
grimdark. But when it came to Eridan, that's like not entirely grimdark. Like he was getting there. He was like
yeah.
he was like oh my god, wait. I actually have to send you oh my god. Okay, so I'm so sorry for what I'm about to talk about, but there is so everybody knows the baby is you by our lovely
Yeah.
Toby
Oh
Radiation
god.
Fox, okay? So
I'm having a baby and the baby is you.
Now, I'm gonna send you a photo. I don't know if I'll put it on screen because I'm just genuinely like, I laugh about this doodle. But so I have like this,
Where are you sending it?
I'll
Like
send it,
Pinterest,
and then
Discord?
yeah, I'm gonna send it. So I drew this
Send.
rose that has a microphone in her hand, and on a sign it says, "Dave's having a baby and the baby is you." And this is in my
Oh,
math notebook.
wow.
This is in my
That's
math notebook.
amazing.
Originally, this
You're
is not.
not.
Yeah, originally this is not what it was gonna be. It was just gonna be like a doodle. Like, I don't even know what it
That's
was, but it wasn't
amazing.
gonna be that. And then I was like, wait, Dave's having a baby and the baby is you, because I accidentally gave her sunglasses, and like, I don't know why, but I associate Rose with sunglasses with having a baby and the
Yeah.
baby is you. Anyway,
Very off topic. Very off topic.
yes.
But I want everyone to know that for the past 20 minutes that we've been doing this show, I've been looking at Heaven's Official Blessing fan art on Pinterest.
You have been telling me
And
about
like,
this, like, I think for
yes,
the
I'm reading
past
the
3 days.
I'm reading the book because I haven't been reading it, but I finally decided to start reading it. I own both of them. I own the first two books, by the way. Audience. And I've already watched the show, but the show is super confusing. I have no idea what the plot is, but I watched it like twice.
I
But
watched it
like the
twice. What's
book
the
is,
plot?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. Like I know there's a lot of fighting, but I just can't like keep up with it, I guess. I don't know. It's like super good. I'm reading the book and it explains a lot more. Like it explains all most of my questions about the main character's backstory in the first chapter.
That's so
You know,
good.
it's great. It's great. Anyways, continue on with the baby is you.
Anyway, so yeah, I drew this drawing of Rose, and she's kind of leaning on like a stool. And it's kind of hard to see in the drawing, and she's leaning so far. She's holding out a microphone, and she's going, "Dave's having a baby, and the baby is you," on the wall.
Yeah.
um, Another thing that's related to Homestuck, because we're obviously talking about Homestuck. It's our Homestuck
Well,
centered
no,
podcast. I
really.
have another thing that I would like to say. So I ordered a
I'm dying.
prospit jacket. Came today. It was supposed to come
Oh yeah, I
tomorrow,
saw that.
and it came today, which I'm really happy about. And it's the most comfortable jacket I think I might have. Like casual comfortable.
Really?
Like it's like when like the jacket I usually wear at school. It's
Yeah.
that but more comfortable.
Do you think you're gonna wear that jacket in public
I
though,
have
or
no
no?
idea. I think I should wear it tomorrow because it's
Yeah.
yellow and we're gonna be at a bowling alley, so it might like be very fluorescent if it's like because it's gonna be like 7:30. It's gonna be dark out.
Yeah, it is.
If they have like the lights on, then it'd be cool. Hold up, wait. I'm trying to.
I hope they have that like nice flooring where it's like
I don't remember.
where it's like
I
it's
went
like
there once
a bowling
before.
alley.
Yeah, I went there once before, like this specific bowling alley, and it was nice. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
huge. Anyways, so on the topic of
I
Homestuck,
suck at bowling.
this.
I suck at bowling.
Now you
I can't
can't.
wait to.
It's okay. I don't think anybody's good, which is kind of like the funny part about it.
We're gonna be throwing the bowling balls at each other. We're
So
gonna kill
real,
someone.
so real. Anyways, so
That's the point of tomorrow.
that's the murder. It's just Gamzee's murder stuck all over again.
That's
Just
the reason we're going.
we're going and we're gonna perish we're gonna get like rolled into the pins.
I hope so. If I don't, I'll be disappointed.
So if you look in your DM, we
Let me
must
look
talk
at
about the
my
sacred
DM.
tome. So hand stuck.
And stuff.
Now everybody is gonna be wondering, gee, Crab, what the fuck is hand stuck? Let me tell you about hand stuck, okay?
Oh God.
Let me tell you about. So I was obviously me and Crab we were at school, and I decided that it was funny to draw or no. Crab thought it was funny to start like making a
I
fake
drew.
mouth or whatever.
Well, here's the thing. I drew two dots on my hand, and like hand puppets, like with your
Yeah.
thumb, like that.
Yeah, as the
So I
mouth.
drew that, and then I made the sunglasses for Dave. And then G took it, and then made John, and then made Jade on the other hand, and then took my hand and made Carcat.
And I was like,
We didn't have
bam,
Rose
we
because
have
fuck Rose,
lore.
I guess. Because fuck Rose, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, we only have two hands. If we had like a third extending hand from like our chest, that would be crazy. Like, I don't know.
Then we'd may be able to have Rose, but unfortunately,
We could have
Carcat won
we
out.
could have Rose, and we could either have another troll. We can have Kanaya, or we could have had either Dirk,
Mm.
Roxy, Jane, or Jake.
We're gonna be making the entirety of Homestuck in hand form. Nope, that's too much effort.
It's just like I don't know if anybody has ever watched like Nyan Neko Sugar Girls, but it's just that production but with
Oh my
hands.
god.
But with hands.
Nyan girls. No.
God, that's like the bane of my existence. It's so great and so bad. It's like a guilty pleasure.
It's
Anyway.
like Mario Warfare.
Okay, no, Mario Warfare, you cannot compare an anime
Oh my
like
god,
Nyan Neko
like
Sugar Girls to Mario Warfare.
you got so like hyped about it, like, wait a minute.
Mario
Oh my
Warfare, guys,
god.
if you've not watched it, I'm gonna link it in this video. I'm gonna link it down below. You guys gotta watch it! It is the best movie, best free movie of Mario. Like, it's so good. I'm not
Words
lying.
cannot describe
I
this.
I can't describe it to any of the viewers watching right now because it is that.
Best video in
It
existence. Never
probably
seen
is.
anything better.
If you want to
Other
watch
than
a
Chummy
really,
Reed.
hot, you're so. Oh my god, Crab being based. I have this on running bit that like Crab is like just based all the time. Every time she says something, it's incredibly based. There's never a false statement that comes from her ever. Always Crab is
What the?
based. Crab is
Let's get that
based.
going. Let's get that a hashtag.
A hashtag, get it on Twitter, Tumblr, get
Let
it
it
on even
trending.
YouTube. Yeah, get it on trending. Get it up there. If I don't see Crab is based on my
With
TikTok
a
for you
K.
page, I don't want it. I yeah.
I swear to God, if I see a crab is based on my For You page, I'm gonna actually cry.
I probably would too, I think. I
Like,
think
I
I
don't know
would.
how I would respond. Like,
Like,
I'd probably
oh,
comment and be like,
be like dot dot
hello.
dot Crab is based.
Well, hello then.
Just wow. I think I would actually cry. I think that'd be like it'd probably be more monumental for you than it is for me, but I think I still would cry.
I would cry.
I think I would
Because it's like,
cry.
what the? I would genuinely just start bawling.
Yeah. You know what else is Homestuck related?
Breaking my legs?
No. But I mean yes, but no. Yes, but wrong idea.
Kinda.
It's on the topic of breaking legs because if anybody didn't know, I'm a giant nerd and I am a DM for a D&D session that Crab is in.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the
Fun.
characters and NPCs that are primarily based in this campaign, um, they
Are
have
from home stuff.
they're not from Homestuck. They're my versions of characters that are in Homestuck, but
They're very much based on home
they're
stuff.
they are,
One,
but they're mine.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Like
What?
the name of the character.
Oh, so I have a few. I have characters that I've played that aren't in this campaign, like just players that I've like or characters that I've made, and then there's like the NPCs in the campaign. So the characters
Yeah.
I played this Air Genasi, and his name is Air, like HEIR conditioning, and I thought it was really funny because it's based on AC, like air conditioning, but
Yeah.
you know he's
With
like
them.
he's just if John Egbert like if the breath symbol was like like made into a human, that's what he would be. Um,
Yeah.
and then I obviously have Ritz Rope, and she's based off of Terezi. She's a dragonborn
Mm.
paladin. Gotta love it. Gotta
Mm.
hate it. I don't know. And then obviously I have Vrizket. She's an NPC in my
Yep,
D&D campaign.
he's the one we met
Um,
today.
she is a I think she's a dro. I don't know what her class is. I have to
Like, I know
check. I
she's a
forget.
drow, but I don't know what she is exactly.
I'm gonna check right now. Yeah, she
What
is
is
she is
this?
she is a rogue, but her background is pirate, obviously. As if we
That's
didn't know
fun.
that, but yeah,
No.
I actually started making a Pinterest board of Risket. Like I think I started it yesterday and then realized, oh fuck, Crab doesn't know that Risket exists yet. If she sees this, she's gonna know everything. But like, she was literally revealed today, so it's fine.
And plus, you already told me about
Yeah,
her like
I did
a
tell you
week
a little.
ago.
I did tell you a little bit about her, like specific things.
You told me about like the weapon. I'm not gonna say it just in case.
Well, yeah, she
I
actually
don't think I,
tried.
I don't
She
I
tried
don't
to use
think
that
or nothing.
Vrizket. She is obviously based off of Rizka, but she's just my version of her. It's more of like if Mindfang and Vriska like merge personalities with each other, and I don't know. She's just not like yeah. That's basically what it is. It's like if
Go on.
Mindfang and Vriska and maybe even Arania kind of
I don't know
like
how to
if
say
all
it.
of like if all of the like ancestors,
Sure, Jack.
dancestors, like if all of the Vriska iterations kind of just together in one thing, that would be Vrizket.
Kind of mixed.
But yeah, she actually did try to use that specific weapon just in case, you
Yeah,
know.
I literally just figured out, like, it just hit me when you were probably trying to do that. Like, I remember that exact moment. I'm
When
not gonna say it though.
when do you think the moment was? I'll tell you if you're right.
Um, it was when you were fighting the one guy, what you could call him that, Damon. Not Damon, but the name is Damien?
Damien,
Is
yes.
that the character? The character name's Damien.
Mm.
You were fighting him, and you were like, "Oh wait, I can't use that. I can't use that as a like a bonus feature or something. I have to use that
I
as like a real turn."
I'd have yeah, because it's taken up as an action, not a bonus action, which sucks.
Yeah.
So it's essentially yeah, it wasn't just against Damien, it was against both Lizard and Damien. Like both of them.
Oh, good
Yeah.
thing I was outside.
Yeah. Um for context, if you I could actually if you want to talk about your character, you can. I'll put a photo up
Um,
of her on the screen if you want to talk
yeah,
to
I'll
her.
talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Talk
like
about your
talking about.
character.
I like talking more about Sam Dunk, who's another character I have,
We
because
can
his
talk
story is
about
more
him
developed.
too. We can talk about him too. We'll
But
talk
I
about
like
him after
talking about.
this one.
But I can talk about Casey,
Yes.
because Casey's a I forget. She's an Earth Genasi druid,
Gotta love it.
and
So
it's very
based.
fitting, I
So
know.
based.
But she basically lived with her parents for about like 23 years, and she was a mistake child. Not yep.
I
Um,
like her just like, yeah, nobody cancel me. Like
she
absolutely
was.
shivering over like the mic.
So her parents are very like resentful of her, and they hate her and junk and whatever. And like even though she always took care of the house and junk, it's basically Cinderella but without a prince. So one day her parents were just like, get the fuck out. And so she was like, fine. So she left. And now she's trying to like find her own way in the world. And I didn't make up a last name for her. So I used that as plot. So she gave up her last name because she resented her parents and yeah, all that jazz.
I really adore Casey as a character. Like I really do. I think like besides her, I think that like if I were to rate your characters that you've made, it would probably be like I think Sam Dunk and then probably Casey and then Luna. I love
Yeah.
Luna, but she's your first character.
Yeah. She was the first Luna Heartstopper. Her story's basically finished, and I'm so sad about it. But at the same time, like, this means that her daughter can kind of like step up a little bit.
Isn't her daughter like Victoria or something? I forget.
Yeah, she went with a Giblet.
Yes, Giblet. Oh god, we could talk about this for hours. Giblet. Anyway, so tell us about Sam Dunk before we go on to the Victoria Giblet
Oh,
bat.
do you want me to tell the full story of Sam Dunk or just because
Yeah,
the
why
story's
not?
kind of long?
Yeah,
All right.
we have
Sam
time.
Dunk is a human paladin who was originally working on his farm with his parents until the king ran out of soldiers, or not soldiers, but like knights to guard his castle. So he basically sent out a letter like, fathers, sons, men who are of age, you have to come to my castle and run it for me, basically. So, m- uh, Sam's dad couldn't go because he has not a disease, but he has like a sickness that's been running through the village for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So he's forced to come, or else he's forced to go with them, or else the people who went to go fetch him would burn down his farm. So he went with them, and he quickly finds out that the reason why the knights keep on dying and like the servants keep on dying, that's because they're the same sickness that's been like plaguing this village has been plaguing the lower levels of the castle where the knights and the servants live, and the king is basically doing nothing about it. And Sam, being the guy that he is, he basically just leaves, and a bunch of people are like, "Can we come with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So now the king thinks that Sam is starting a revolution, even though he isn't.
Yes.
Look, let me tell you this: Sam is not the brightest of characters.
He
He's
is
not smart.
okay. He is the actual definition of himbo golden retriever guy. Like
He's trying.
I'm not lying. This blonde isn't what does he look like? He's blonde, right?
Yeah, I made him Garth from Aphmau.
Don't expose us like that. No, I'm joking. I mean, actually, you want to see something really funny? You're gonna laugh.
Oh,
You're gonna
all
laugh.
right.
I think you might, but I honestly, hold on. I'm taking a photo right now for viewers at home. Okay, hold up.
But basically, Sam is now just kind of walking on, living his life, but he can't go back home and he can't go back to like the knight's quarters or whatever because I don't like he wouldn't know the way back. Well, he's not that he wouldn't know the way back home, it's just that he doesn't want to risk having to go back home and like face his parents and be like a failure and junk. And he can't go back to the
That
king
hurts.
for obvious reasons. So yeah, now he's just kind of trolling around, and the king is sending people to come find him because yeah, you don't want someone starting a revolution,
Yeah,
even
that'd be
though
bad.
Sam isn't. Sam is just super dumb and just doing it
He's like,
anyway,
ah, yeah, I'm leaving. Anybody want to come with me? And then the
and
king
everyone just
sees
followed him.
him. Oh God. Anyways,
It's very
I sent you a
funny.
photo.
All right, let's see. Oh my fucking god,
Did I lie?
true. No,
Did I
you're not, but
lie?
I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it though. Anyways,
Yeah.
tell us about Air.
Oh, okay,
Tell
yeah.
us.
So Air is a Air Genasi cleric, and he is based off of the Brut symbol. I will put a photo up of him of my art on the screen, as well as Casey. And if I think I have one art for, I think I have one piece of like I did a doodle for Sam. I'll
It
put,
was a while
yeah,
ago.
it was a while
That was
ago.
the first time I ever used Sam when his story wasn't developed yet.
Yeah, I will
That was
put
a good
I
while
will
ago.
put a photo of him up there, as well if I can
Mm.
find the doodle. I'm sure it's
Like
somewhere in
I
my
guess
camera roll.
I have it saved in my phone somewhere. I'll send it to you in a
Yeah.
little bit.
Anyway, so Air is this Air Genasi cleric of life, and essentially his life was very good. He's a very he the only bad thing really about his life is that he was like essentially not abandoned as a child, but he was left for the earth to basically take over, and like kind of just become one with the earth, and was taken into a orphanage, which then he was adopted by a man. And this guy is basically just John Egbert, but like like more of like a dad figure, and like he's a comedian. He wants just the best for his son. And yeah, it's, he had a really good life. And he's kind of a bitch. Like, I won't lie. Like, Air is kind of like a dick bag. Like he's nice. Like, he can be nice. Like, I would say he's a nice character, but he's just difficult because he's very like, oh, I don't want to be bad. And then like he'll be like, I won't lie to people, and then he'll blatantly lie. Like, he's just he has good intention, but he like when it comes to it, he's not that great. Um,
I love. Oh, sorry.
no, go on. What were you gonna say?
Like I love Air. I wish we can see more of him because the campaign that you're using for him currently doesn't have a lot of role play in it, and I love his character. I wish
Yeah,
you could use
I
him
wish
more.
I could use him more. It's sad, but maybe I can maybe I can put him in um the campaign we're doing like as an NPC so I
Mm.
can just use him. But um
Because
either way,
for audience you listeners, I once DM'd, which is not often, and it's usually terrible when I DM. But and G used Air, and Air was like such a good character because it's he's super bitchy, but he's also super like it's the principal, it's great.
yeah, he has a lot of like conflicting things like he's very loyal to like the law. Like he doesn't like doing crime. Like that's one of his things that he's like pretty against. He let me actually look at his character sheet cuz I would say that he's smart, but his intelligence might be really low. I Let me grab it. Like I just want to see his sheet cuz I always go based off of like character stats of how my like characters act. Like if somebody's
Yeah,
wisdom's really high, they have really good like street smart, but if their intelligence is like high, they obviously are more book smart. I like to think that
yeah.
he's more book smart than like street smart kind of thing.
Like
But
that logic's actually perfect for Sam because his wisdom's really high, but his intelligence is like -1, I think.
oh god. Oh yeah, so Air's intelligence is -1, but his wisdom's pretty good. It's 12. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not the best score. His best score is dexterity, and that's because he's made of air, which is like the stupidest shit ever. His
Well,
dexterity
yeah.
is 17, like as his base,
Oh
like
my
his
God.
flat stat, and then he has a +3.
Mm, yeah.
But otherwise,
That
yeah,
is
that's air. And then I actually have I'll actually say a couple of other NPCs or NPCs that I've made. I made a Carcat iteration. Um,
Oh
once
yeah.
upon a time, guys. I did make a Carcat NPC, and his name was King. And essentially he was this dro that I don't know, I think I made him a dro rogue. I don't really know. I don't know how I
Uh,
feel about that. I don't remember what I made him.
I don't really remember, to be honest.
Oh god. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I just looked something up and it said Karkat is a bard who absolutely is convinced that he's a barbarian. Do you
I've never heard a truer statement, a
do you
truer
know
statement.
why I think they chose bard?
Why? Why?
Broadway. Broadway Karkat.
Oh my fucking God.
Where did you go? I'll take you
What's the
out
one song?
tonight. Do
Wait,
whatever
what's
you
the one
like.
song? The one where he's like, I'll pretend that I loathe her,
Oh,
so
so
that
that
I
I
can
can
still
still
hold
hold
her.
her. Our terrible singing is gonna be on the internet forever. Digital
That's
footprint.
fine.
Digital footprint of us singing Broadway car cabinet. Oh my god.
What was the beginning of that song? We always used to, I cheated. I
Oh,
feel cheated.
cheated. I'm defeated. I could give up right now. If I look on
Everyone
the
was
bright side with all of my might, but I still fall for her
press
anyhow.
the freaking skip
If I'm
button.
dancing this dance, I won't stand
That
a
won't
chance.
stand
Her
a
man,
chance. The So
so
you
I
think
guess
might
might
as
as
well
well take dance
dance
this
the
tango
tango
to hell. At least I'll have tangoed at all.
tango at all.
This
The
Spain. Okay,
spade
I
is
think we need to
off.
stop. This is a podcast, not freaking Broadway. I'm joking.
Ah, I think I'd be good enough for Broadway. Give me a chance. Let me in, coach.
oh God, I guess I just have to let you in. You're our only member. You have to sing every role and the ensemble.
Oh, I'll do it.
Great, you're gonna get paid millions.
It's like that. It's a one woman show. It's like the
Yeah.
show from Victoria's Chicago.
Chicago. Okay, that's enough. We're gonna get copyright.
That's enough of
Anyway,
that.
I had King. He was either a drow or a tiefling or something like that. I think I might do
Mama,
that.
how did we get so far?
I think I
How did
might.
we get so far away
I don't know.
from the topic?
I think that maybe for the new campaign, if I make him like an NPC there, I might make him a
Mm,
tiefling bard because I just like the idea of that, and I think that's funny. Um,
yeah.
and then I also made Dave. I forgot what I named his like NPC.
David.
Did I name him David? I
I
think I
remember.
might have. I think I
No.
named.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
I think it might have actually been David.
I think I named him David, and it was really funny because neither you or my other friend that was there, I won't say her name, but um,
No.
when you guys were at my house, and I was like, oh yeah, there's King, and then there's this guy named David, and he's like, whatever, and like you're like, you didn't realize it until after I told you, and I was like, oh my god, how did you not realize? It was like so blatantly obvious too, like even King had
I don't know.
sickles and like, oh my god.
I wasn't paying attention. It was too early into Homestuck.
Yeah, that is true. I don't think you would have gotten it. But yeah, that's the fun of D&D. So if you haven't never played D&D, go online.
You should play it.
Yeah, go online and find a group. Or like if you have friends that want to play D&D, learn how to DM. We have no DMs in this in our world anymore. Become a DM. If you have creativity and really like creating characters and story and want to run that story in real time, do become a DM, please. I am begging you. As a person who loves like being a player, being a DM from behind the scenes is great too. And
Mm.
especially I will stress this so much, but if you are really good at improv, D&D as a DM is like your game. Like I know how to improv really well in my like cuz a lot of the time I don't really plan like my stuff. I just kind of do rough outline cuz I have it all in my head. So, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's my my 2 cents into D&D. If you haven't played it, try it, and if you don't like it, oh well, you never have to play it again.
And here's my 2 cents. Play it.
Play it. Just there's
That's
no
all.
question, like you don't even get a say. Just goddamn play the game. And there's again, if you don't, I would always suggest that you have a group of friends that are just as nerdy as you are, or whatever.
There's a gaggle of friends.
They'll probably be down. Like if I'm gonna be honest, if they're your true friends and they really like they want to do stuff with you and hang out, they're gonna be like, sure, let's try it out. You know what I'm trying to say? It'll be cool.
Mm.
It'll be fun. Like go fucking play
It'll be
it.
swag.
Right. I also suggest
Anyway.
this is like a D&D rant, but another thing I suggest is that if you've never played D&D before and want to get into it and you have a bunch of friends that want to get into it, watch a D&D campaign cuz you'll understand as you go. Like you can watch it
Yeah.
and then be like, "Oh, I understand." And then you can make your own thing and it'll probably be a lot easier. That's what I did. I watched a campaign and then just kind of built my own like DMing style and characters that way. It's very cool. And
Mm.
there's plenty of good things out there that you can make characters with easily and stuff. Anyway,
Mm.
anyhow,
Very off
perhaps
topic. Has anyone been watching Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I just finished it recently, and it's
you
really
told me
good.
I have to watch this show and I haven't
You
watched it.
do. You do.
I
Because the movie,
actually
I haven't watched the movie yet. I haven't watched the movie yet, but apparently it's really good, and I gotta
you
watch
know
that.
what we have to watch?
Don't say it, please.
What do you think I was gonna say?
I Nyan Sugar Girls.
No. I think no. I seriously think that we should watch Avatar together.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it.
You need to see it because it's coming out in theaters very soon.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my sister's going to see it with her friend.
Yes. We need to watch the original.
Sister drop. Yup, I've got a sister.
We need to see the first movie. I've seen it when I was really young, and then from there I don't really remember what happened. I just know like they become like the avatars and like that's like their new thing. And
Yeah.
I think that listen, it's very Jake English, he loves the blue lady, so you probably will like the blue lady too.
Probably.
Yeah.
I recently, not recently, but it was over the summer that I finally watched Predator for the first time, and it scared like it didn't scare me, but it was like, wow, like that's like a terrifying situation to be in, you know?
What is
It's like,
Predator?
Predator is the alien who comes by to hunt the governor of California. No, I'm not kidding.
Wait. I'm so confused. Wait, what?
So, an alien comes down to hunt these like soldiers, not soldiers, but the government sends out soldiers to this area for the alien to hunt so that it wouldn't hunt humans, like normal humans.
Mhm.
And they didn't tell the soldiers this. So the soldiers go out and there's like a bunch of like Home Alone shit where they're fighting this guy. And in the end, the governor of California, yeah, I know, I'm not kidding. He is now the governor of California, ends up like beating him, and it's super cool.
Interesting. That sounds
Yeah.
fun. I haven't watched a lot of movies recently. I watched this one movie. It's called The Sextuplets. It's about like this guy. Listen, it's actually no, it's a comedy based show, and so it's about this
Okay.
guy, and essentially, his wife is pregnant with their child, and he's like,
Aw.
I wish I had a family, like, cause he just never had a family, like, his family was split up when he was really young. He knows he had a mom, but anyway,
Yeah.
so he's telling his wife like, oh, I wish that like, cause like uh that we have your side of the family, but I wish like when you have your baby like that, they would be able to experience my side of the family, right? So basically, he then goes on this journey and he figures out he has five other siblings, and
Oh,
he
wow.
and he and there yeah, and he essentially like realizes like, oh, and it's like his family like regroups together and stuff like that. And that's basically the entire movie. It's a comedy, like finding like family movie type thing. I don't know how to explain it.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was really
That's
nice.
fun.
I
Gotta
liked it.
love that.
It's pretty good.
My sister and her friend, I'm not gonna name drop anyone.
Yeah.
Um, my sister and her friend dressed up as the two main characters of Heaven's Initial Blessing. I don't. So the problem is that my sister's friend is shorter than my sister. So my sister's friend had to buy like really tall heels to be taller than my sister for the cosplay. And they looked really good. Like they got a bunch of photos. And there was another thing. My sister has a big chest. We'll go with that.
She has
And
honkers,
she was
guys.
wearing
Women
the
have
hunky.
have the honks. Okay, guys,
Yeah,
boobs.
but my sister was wearing a shirt that like showed it all off. And there's
Just
nothing wrong with that, of course.
absolutely out there.
And there was nothing wrong with it, of course. She looked great. It's just
She's an
that like it
adult,
was like,
guys. Okay,
yeah, she's
just to
18.
clarify.
Oh yeah, but my sister, like she even told me when she got home, she was like, yeah, no, it was all, and I was like, oh my God,
Never
because she was supposed
again.
to be playing a man. So in the end, they were like, oh, we're the female versions, and it's because my sister's boobs.
That's hilarious.
It was very funny. But they forgot the umbrella, and my sister actually owned. I have a white one, but we actually own
Like
these
a
like Chinese
parasol
umbrellas.
kind of
Yeah, the
thing.
parasols. I can actually show it to you next time you come over.
Oh yeah, that'd be
But
fun.
I have the white one. My sister has the red one, and in the show they have a red parasol. So, and they forgot it when they went to the con, but
That's so
they
unfortunate.
were good. Yeah, they completely forgot it. It was on my sister's friend's bookshelf, and they just forgot it,
Man.
which is really unfortunate. But what are you gonna
R.I.P.
do? Rip.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, can I talk about that for a second? I really like how Homestuck portrays, or I really like how it's written, specifically how the characters they all go through like if I don't know if you realize, but it goes from like the least amount of trauma to like the most amount of trauma, like in
Yeah,
scale, and it's like from like not that extreme to like extreme. And oh god, that's one thing I really like about Homestuck. Like that, I feel like people don't really realize
yeah,
that how extreme. Like they're 13. Jade's on an island by herself. Her grandpa
yeah.
died, and it's a lot of stuff to unpack in like one thing. But I appreciate it because it's written so well. Ugh.
It is. The trauma was really written in a way that makes it seem very natural. Like it's not like, ah, here's an event and that's what happens and now you're traumatized. Like no, it was like oh, like having to go through it, being alone with only your friend, only your one friend on a ship for 3 years, and being consumed by loneliness because you only have that one person. Meanwhile, on the asteroid, you're stuck with a group of people, which can be even harder in some circumstances.
Yes, I
And
see.
that's only one example. That's only
So
one
good.
example, but it's very like it's very fluid. It's like a river. It flows
Yeah,
well.
that's one thing I really enjoyed about Homestuck. How like it, how the different traumas and how like characters handle other things. Like, oh god, it's so I could talk about it for hours, honestly. Like the same thing over and over again,
Mm,
but I think it's just incredibly well
very
done.
nice.
I hate Hussey, but that is one of the things I genuinely really enjoy.
Hussy. I like that we only call him Hussy. We never call him Andrew.
God, and when you call, you know,
Hussy.
like when people, you call somebody by like their first name, you know that they're in trouble. It's like, Andrew, Hussy, get your ass over
Yeah.
here and fix this. Talking about fix
Like
this.
we only call him Hussy.
Yeah. Talking about like fix this and stuff like that's fucked up, the epilogues.
Oh my god. How are you, the viewer, enjoying this so far?
Probably not at all.
Viewer.
I mean, I hope that people enjoy it, like, but otherwise, it's
The
personally,
viewer.
I do podcasts for myself. I like, cause
What
on,
about the doubloon?
hmm,
What about the doubloon stuff?
everybody that has gotten to this point, give yourself 5 doubloons. I'm giving,
Yes, 5 doubloons to anyone who's gotten to this point.
yeah, and you comment if you're at this point, and you see, and you're that far in, comment, thank you for the 5 doubloons. I'll
No, no. If you get to this point, comment what's up.
comment what's up. Thanks for the 5 doubloons. Here's my credit card information, the CVC, the expiration date. Joking. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Also, no, put in hashtag hussy.
No, don't do hashtag hussy. That's hashtag
Hashtag
hussy.
hussy. Oh no! Oh my god! That reminded me of the one meme where people would like combine words with ussy.
And
People really put his hussy into the
oh
his
god,
ussy.
hussy.
His
Uh,
ussy.
you know what? Actually, talking about Homestuck reminded me of about hussy and like all that stuff. So I found out that there's this thing called the Truffula Flu AU. I don't know if I ever told you
Oh,
about it, but essentially
I've heard of.
it's this one
I don't know
slur.
what
It's
it's
this
about.
listen. It's this one slur
Oh, I
AU.
guess maybe you told me what this is.
Right.
Oh
It's this
god.
one slur AU, and it's kind of a zombie apocalypse esque. And for some reason, Dave Strider himself is in this. I don't know why, but he's just in it. The one other
Yeah.
friend that we share. I talked to her about it, and because I was like, oh wait, there's this thing called the truffle flu or whatever, and we did like a deep dive because, uh, like we hung out, and I was like, oh, like the truffle flu or whatever, and we started laughing about it. It was really dumb.
Mm. The Truffula AU.
Yeah, it should never be spoken about. But I really want to do a deep dive on it. Like I think that it would be worth the while.
And what?
Anyway,
I wanna. I think
is that
before we
it?
head out, I need to talk about a core memory,
Mm,
and you already know about it, but I feel like we need to talk about this, especially since we're talking about Homestuck.
mm.
Anyone here know about douche stuck?
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me explain.
Hyperventilates.
Before I got into Homestuck, before I even knew the name Hussy, before I even knew what Homestuck was, I heard the name. I read on Instagram douche stuck, and I read all of it. And I do not know where to read it because it's been like 6 years now, more like seven
The
years.
author took it, basically what the author did is that they
Yeah.
took douche stuck. They disconnected themselves from Homestuck entirely, and then they made their own comic on Webtoon right now. It's douche stuck, but it's with their own OCs.
No, well, here's the thing. I read that comic too. Well, I didn't read it, but I read a little bit of it.
Mm.
And it's not douche stuck. It's very different from douche stuck. And it's like, ugh. But I remember douche stuck, and I was like, it was my childhood. And then like 3 years later, I learned about Homestuck, and I didn't read it because I was intimidated. And then this summer, I read Homestuck, and it's like, damn, it's all coming together now.
Yeah, I also realized that a lot of like the stuff, I forget what it was, but there was like this one thing that um it was, I think it was like Carcat singing something, and I never knew that was
Okay.
Carcat until like recently. And
Oh
then
yeah, it was the uh how could you do this? God damn it, could you
yeah,
do this to me?
how could you do
Okay.
this to me? Yeah, that, like, I only ever listened to the Carcat version because that's all I ever knew. And the fact that
Yeah.
I had Homestuck that early on in my life and not know it was Homestuck is just proving that it came back to haunt me. Um,
Yeah.
so thanks, universe. Uh, yeah.
Thanks God.
Thanks, God, fucking bastard. No. Anyway, I think that'll be
That
it
all?
for the episode.
Yeah, I think that's it.
We
What a
just
lovely way to end.
we have 59. We're
Whoa.
at 59 minutes and 10 seconds. So say your last whatever you want to say for the end.
Um, people of the universe, bye. End it there.
Bye.